You know Threepourdecisions, they need no introduction.
Hey, welcome back. Today we're reviewing a brand new bottle for you, the Kentucky series from Old Louisville.
This bottle is 8 years old, coming in at 100 proof. Mash bill consisting of 78% corn, 10% rye, and 12% malted barley. This is, of course, 8 years old, sourced from Bardstown Bourbon Company. This is about their oldest distillate that they currently have. We picked this bottle up at the Party Source in Bellevue, Kentucky for about $64.99, which I believe is MSRP or pretty close. This bottle, we did, like I said, get it yesterday. We did go ahead and crack it last night, so it had about 24 hours airtime on it before we reviewed it here today. Again, this bottle's only been open 24 hours. We're going to go ahead and tell you what we think about it. I mean, right off the jump, I get a bunch of vanilla. It's like a creamy vanilla. Not a lot of rye spice, of course. This is their low rye mash bill. I think it was what, 10% rye. So it's not going to be as spicy as some others.
Yep. I mean, I definitely pull some caramel, some vanilla, and honestly, there is some fruit on this that almost comes across like a Welch's grape soda. I mean, to me, this smells really good.
I almost get more of like a cherry, but either way, I mean, a lot of people say Buffalo Trace is cherry, Buffalo Trace is grape. You know, that note is here.
I mean,
It's not as prevalent, I'd say, as like a Buffalo Trace product, but it is here.
This is, to me, a Welch's grape soda.
Okay.
With some vanilla, with some caramel.
Okay.
I mean, of course, there's some. It's almost like leather / tobacco.
Okay. Yeah. For 8 years old, crazy to be getting those notes right off the nose. It smells like a much older bourbon, I would say.
I think the nose on this is absolutely amazing.
It is. I just hope that the palate doesn't, leave anything to be desired.
Right. And I want to mention the color as well. I mean, I've seen some, slightly younger products, and honestly, probably some juice that's right around even 8 years that's come in like lighter than this.
Yep.
I mean, the color on this is actually pretty good.
Right. And it's cut to 100 proof. I believe from 120 proof is what it comes out at. And it's cut to 100. It still has a great color to it.
Yep. The barrel entry is definitely far higher and is cut down to 100. So therefore, it does pull like a whole bunch of flavors from the barrel. There's, a bit more barrel impact there. And then they cut it, which further opens up some of those other notes that you'll find on some of these bourbons, like the vanilla, the caramel, the fruit. Those could be opened up some by them cutting it down to 100. Yeah. And I'll tell you, just on the nose, like this smells better than the average 100 proof.
Yes, it does.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Most bottle bonds, even this is smelling much better than.
I went straight in on the palate. I mean, like, wow. So
it's just good whiskey.
I mean, it's fairly complex too, and
it is.
And I'm gonna go in reverse here. That the finish is actually really good. It's a lingering finish. There's a slight Kentucky hug there. Honestly, all the notes that were on the nose are really transferring over to the palate. Maybe except for that grape note. I'm not really getting so much of that grape note on the palate, but everything else is there. Like there's char. There's like a little bit of that tobacco, maybe a little bit of leather. I mean, like, dude, caramel, vanilla. Yeah, like this is there. Yeah. Like it's pretty complex. It's hanging. Like that slight Kentucky hug is just hanging.
Honey, a lot of honey. On the second sip, that's a lot of honey just coating my tongue all the way back. That's good. That is just good whiskey. Like I said before, it's kind of hard to explain it, but yeah,
I do get that honey as well.
All those notes are just right there. I get that fruit towards the end of the finish.
Are you?
Yeah, just a little bit. It kind of like hangs on that cherry, and it's actually quite pleasant.
I'm not really getting so much of the fruit hanging or anywhere on the palate, but what I get kind of on the finish is like almost like a butterscotch. And
okay.
And like this has a very nice buttery mouthfeel to it as well. I mean, this is a mouthfeel, honestly, that I would expect from something that's sitting at, 110, 115 proof.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. For 100 proof, like the intensity is there.
Wow.
I'd say it burns a little bit more than 100 proof, which I usually would complain about if the flavor didn't back it up. But the flavor backs that up, 100%.
It does. And wow, that mild Kentucky hug, honestly, is just hanging there. I mean, it's not burning me all the way down, but it's a mild Kentucky hug that honestly is hanging. Now, Jake, I don't know if you covered this or not, but this obviously come out of Bardstown. I know you mentioned that, but this is an 11-barrel blend, right?
Yes.
So 11-barrel blend out of Bardstown. And look, there's Bardstown bottles out there, and I'm sure you all know about this, that run anywhere from, on average, $100, $150 per bottle for Bardstown.
Oh, yeah.
Now, yes, this is some of their like collabs and Discovery bottles and stuff like that, where this is, just
sourced,
nothing but Bardstown juice, right?
Right.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Right.
But still, I mean, those collabs and those Discovery series are going for so much more. And yes, they got some really good bottles. Like, I'm not dissing Bardstown, whatsoever. They got some very good bottles.
Yep.
This distillate right here, wow. I don't know how to beat this.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised that they let somebody else take it and put their name on it without finishing it, without double oaking it, without putting it in a toasted barrel. Like, I'm surprised they let somebody take it as is.
I know.
And just smack a label on it.
I was honestly surprised at
that. Not going against Old Louisville or anything, I mean, but that's what they did. They took it, they put it in a bottle, they put a cool label on it.
Yep.
Put a note on here that says collect them all. You can't see that, but it says it right there. And that's all they did. And it's great juice.
Very good.
I guess obviously we're reviewing Old Louisville, but we're also going to review Old, Bardstown Bourbon Company at the same time.
I know.
It's just a good product overall.
Honestly, this checks all the boxes for me when I'm looking for something that's more of like a regular bourbon. I don't want something that's extremely fruit forward. I don't want something that's extremely spice forward. I want something that's going to bring some fruit. It's going to bring some spice. It's going to bring the typical vanilla and caramel that you find really on any bourbon or whiskey. Right. But it's also bringing a little bit of leather, a little bit of tobacco, and some char and oak as well. Like this is the typical bourbon flavor right here. That if you're looking for something that's it's a traditional bourbon.
Yep. This
is it.
It's
like, oh my gosh,
8 years old. After tasting it, as much of the oak as I get, I would expect to be like 10 years old. Because a lot of the barrel impact that I get here, I get on Eagle Rare 10, which is 10 years old. I would expect out of a 10-year, 12-year, 13-year age statement, this is only 8, guys. It's only 8 years old.
Wow.
So I don't know what they do in their rick houses to make this what it is, but they've done a great job with it.
They've done a very good job. And look, I got mine down to about the last drink in this Glen, and I love doing this, and here, this is why. You get this juice down to, it's very low in this Glen, and it gets a whole lot more air interaction in this. And honestly, some of those notes start to develop into, different flavors and things like that. And going back to it now, I pull a little graham cracker, and honestly, there's a slight banana note in there as well, both on the nose and the palate. But I'm not really getting it until I get it down so low in the Glen to where it's really either one, some of the alcohol, something is evaporating off, or it's really opening up with a whole lot more oxygen. I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, it's ever changing. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's a good bottle.
It is freaking, very, very good. So look, in front of us, you may be wondering why we have a Blanton's bottle, and this is just a standard Blanton's, as well as a Cream of Kentucky small batch and a Cooper's Craft out here. Jake, tell us why we got the Blanton's bottle sitting out here.
So you might have heard it, right? Some people are saying that this bottle is the next Blanton's when it comes to collectibility. I get it. I get why we could say that, right? You guys aren't going to be able to see this, but on the back of the label, there are the different letters spelled out. I'm not going to try and count them. There's like 8 or 9 different letters in Kentucky, right? Something like that.
Correct,
it's in there somewhere.
Kentucky. 8.
Pretty good.
Correct.
I was pretty close. There's 8 letters in Kentucky. They're all right here. It shows you which one we got. We actually have the first K, by the way. Yeah, it says them here. It literally says collect them all on the back of the label. So naturally, it's a collectible bottle.
Yep.
Does it need to be? I don't know. The thing with Blanton's is you collect the cork, right? That's all you have to collect is this cork. If you don't like the bottle, you throw it away, you gift it away, you make a, I don't know, hand sanitizer jug out of it. You do whatever you need to do with it, right? You don't have to have the bottle around. With this, the cork,
it's nothing special.
it's nothing crazy, right? Therefore, you have to collect the entire, about a foot tall bottle, right? Which, I mean, what are you going to do with, what do we say, eight bottles with the letters of Kentucky on them?
Well,
you're going to put them on your bar.
You will.
And that's all you can do with it, right?
Which,
go ahead.
If you have the space for it on your bar, and you lay these all out, you stand them all out, you line them up, whatever you do with them, the spell of Kentucky, like, sure, it's going to look cool. Yeah. I mean, it's going to look better, obviously, if they're, 4/5 full bottles. Yeah. But even at an empty bottle, I mean, you're going to be able to spell out Kentucky. It's going to look pretty cool.
Right.
But to Jake's point, I mean, you could save the Blanton's bottle with the topper and collect those and collect everything to spell Blanton's. Or you could just do the topper alone and put them on a nice stave.
That's what I was going to say. Stave is the big thing that
Right.
Buffalo Trace sells. Send us your toppers. We'll put it on a stave for you. It'll take us like 6 years, but you'll get it. So that's their big thing, of course. But of course, with this, there is no 6-year waiting period.
Which you can buy the stave separate. Like you can buy them from Buffalo Trace, and you can do it yourself.
I'm a little harsh. You can do it yourself.
So in collectability, yes, I'm leaning more toward the Blanton's being more of a collectability bottle.
Yeah.
Just because, look, you can go to Buffalo Trace on their Blanton drop days, and I don't think it'll take you very long at all to get every topper, one bottle for every topper to spell out Blanton's. Whereas this right now anyway isn't a shelfer yet.
We've seen it one time.
Yep. I'm hoping this becomes a shelfer. I love this bottle. This bottle is very good. The price point is awesome. I'd love to get more of the letters, not just to have the letters, but I want more of the juice that's inside the bottles. What I'm really interested in seeing is next year. Are they going to do a 2026, essentially batch 2 of this bottle, of this release, this Kentucky series? If so, I will be extremely curious to see if the 2026 batch improved over the 2025, because, typically every time a distillery releases like a batch 2, batch 3, batch 4, batch 5, they're doing that improving off of the previous batches. Right. This batch is so damn good. I'm curious to see what batch 2 is going to be.
Right.
So very, very good juice and distillate. So the 2 bottles that I have over here, the Cream of Kentucky small batch, the Cooper's Craft, both of these are 100 proof. So we spent probably a couple of hours like scouring all the bottles that we have here at Threepourdecisions to come up with something that was fairly close and comparable to this bottle. And we had a hard time doing it.
We did.
And we had such a hard time doing it because this bottle is so damn good.
It's kind of embarrassing that all these bottles behind us, and we couldn't find one.
Right.
Well, more than 2. Okay, more than 2 to stack up to the...
Right.
It's kind of embarrassing. It took us a couple hours to do that. That's sad, guys. It's not good.
Now look, we have a ton of bottles here at Threepourdecisions Bar. A lot of them are proofed higher than 100 proof, and then we have a few that are proofed under 100 proof. So obviously we didn't look at really any that was proofed under or proofed over unless it was really close. So I'm sure we got some bottles here behind us that just knocked this one just, in the dirt or whatever. But we wanted to find something that was the same proof as this that was somewhat comparable. So, all right, Cream of Kentucky small batch, Threepourdecisions. We happen to have both this one and the cask strength. We actually compared them both, but we knew it was only fair to compare something that was a similar proof point and similar age statement. So Cream of Kentucky, 100 proof, very good bottle. It had some great tasting notes, great mouthfeel. Like
6 to 8 years old.
6 to 8 years old. It's coming in about $10 to $15 more than this bottle, correct?
Depending on where you find it, yeah, some places you can get it for 60, some places you're going to have to pay 70, 75, even 80, depending on some markets.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But the thing is I know you can go through some retail stores in Northern Kentucky and potentially a few even in Ohio and, of course, some other states and find this bottle where you're not quite going to find this bottle just yet.
Right.
So our point here is if you want to find something that's somewhat comparable to this, the Cream of Kentucky Small Batch is pretty close. So great mouthfeel, similar tasting notes, not the exact tasting notes. I'll still say that this bottle is better than this one, but you can find this and have something somewhat comparable. And look, you know, even if you already have this bottle, Cream of Kentucky Small Batch is still a solid buy. Cooper's Craft, coming at 100 proof, same proof point as this. This is a Brown-Forman product. This is pulling a little bit of some banana notes. There is a little bit of ethanol on the nose and palate of this one.
There is, but it's a $30 bottle.
He just said it, a $30 bottle. And this one is readily available. You can find it just about everywhere. You can find
cases of it just about. I don't understand why. It is such a good bottle for the price. And no one, I've never been in the liquor store and seen someone grab of that. They will always go grab something that is more expensive that we all agree is not as good. And we're like, what is that guy doing? When he just walked by 18 cases of this stacked up to the sky.
Correct.
And then he got something else.
Right. So the Cooper's Craft, coming out of Brown-Forman, it has a slight banana note, which, again, I picked up in this ever so slightly. But there is more of that lighter fruit, almost like citrusy fruit note in this. Again, that's somewhat comparable to this Old Louisville, the Kentucky series. So while you're out looking for this one, because I'm telling you now, this is worth finding at retail at MSRP all day long. But while you're out looking, if you can't find this, or even if you can find this, go ahead and grab you a Cooper's Craft as well. You're not going to be upset that you picked it up and put that on your bar. Now, so Jake, the next question is...
I already know what you're going to ask.
What is this going to be secondary?
In the next couple months?
What do you project that to be?
So
we paid, what, $65?
We paid $65, 68, 69 after tax, whatever. Who cares about the government? This bottle, going off of what us, the consumer, has done the bottles in the past, right? This bottle was going to be really hard to find at MSRP very soon. Unfortunately, that's my projection, my prediction, whatever you want to call it. If I'm wrong, remind me in this video. I'll probably not want to talk about it. But I honestly predict this is going to be very hard to find in the next coming months at MSRP. Is it worth the $150 that I think it's going to cost secondary here in the next few months?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. This one isn't either.
No, that one's not either. No.
So I don't think so. 100, in my opinion, tops. So he's probably gonna say not even that. I'm at $100 tops.
Yeah, I'm not even at 100. I mean, based on the 8-year age statement, I'm at like 70, 80 bucks. Yeah. But no, what I was going to say is hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully this becomes a shelfer. We will see. If there's anybody out there that's already tried this and, pulls similar tasting notes that we did, maybe you pull something a little bit different that we didn't pull, drop it in the comments. Let us know. If you tried this and you think this is just a bottom shelf bottle, hey, share it with us. Share it with everybody else that may come across this video and read the comments. Right. We appreciate everybody who's tuned in and watched this. We appreciate everyone who drops us a like, leaves us a comment, and of course, we love everyone that subscribes to our channel and shares this with everybody you know. So, Jake, anything else to add, or are we closing this out?
Yeah, I did want to go back to this guy. I know we've beaten this horse a ton, right? We did, off camera, review this one side by side because I originally came in here saying this was going to be a Blanton's killer. right? We all do it, right? We all throw the word stag killer around where it doesn't deserve, right? No, we don't. I just do. So I had said that, and we decided, actually he decided that we were just going to pour side by side and figure it out for ourselves.
We did.
They're completely different, right? So whereas
yeah.
this one is at a high rye mash bill, you're going to get a lot more fruit from that Buffalo Trace mash bill. It's completely different than this, right? Some people, me personally, I prefer this. He leaned more towards the blends on certain days, right? So there are certain days where you will walk into the bar and you want this. There are certain days where you will walk in the bar and you want this. I personally just cannot find a day where I'm going to want the horse over the state of Kentucky. That's just me, though. That is just me. Yep. Like what you drink and drink what you like.
Absolutely. I love how you said that. As I previously mentioned, thank you so much. We appreciate everyone who has tuned in to watch this video. Be sure to give us a like, a comment, subscribe to our channel, share this with everybody. Yep. We are growing exponentially, I would say.
Last month was huge.
And we're going to have some live streams that are going to be coming up here soon. And those live streams are going to be quite interesting.
Yes.
As, we're not going to lay out any type of content beforehand besides maybe the first 5 minutes of the live stream. So everything outside the first 5 minutes of the live stream is going to be uncut. It's going to be raw. You're going to be able to see Threepourdecisions raw. And we're going to be able to, see all the comments and questions y'all drop, and hey, any of your recommendations. We're set to have a good time with y'all on our live streams that are going to be coming up soon. So, well, I guess, Jake, until next time, just remember, there are no bad decisions.
Just 3 poor decisions.
Cheers.